God that your return and my return will be equally the same. First, let me say thanks to those of you who are responsible for today. My job's easy. All I have to do is just produce a body. But a whole lot of work goes into making something like this happen. And to all of you who put that work together to make this happen. Secondly, to the invisible people who we never see. Never see. The ones that do the dirty work. The mic didn't just pop up like this, the chair didn't pop up like this. And unbeknown to us, after we leave here tonight, there'll be unknown folks who nobody cares about will come in and clean this room up. And so we say thank you. See, America put together by a bunch of evil, ungodly thugs.
Tell the truth.
And we've been around them for so long, we part of them, except they know what they're doing if we don't. We like drug addicts in a state of denial. State of denial. We have Thanksgiving, and few of us think about a prayer to our Indian brothers and sisters. We live in a country that was stolen from them, and don't you worry about it, you will be. If I come by your house and steal your house tonight while you're here, and when you get home, I'm occupying it. I stole it, but once my family move in with it, then they're equally guilty. And so you can sit and talk about what's happened to the Indians, but look in the mirror and see you as part of it. And then they had the nerve enough to steal your house. And when you came home, I opened the door and say, "Savage, what you want?" I just stole your house, killed everybody in, but you savage. All that's about to get corrected now. And when them dirty things happen to you and your family, I hope you'll clap. I have to go to Budapest 3 weeks to a peace conference. Oh, they love me. They just so. I'm just as filthy as the Rockefellers. My ticket cost me $24,000. Round trip. And I pay tax on it, and they take the tax off my ticket and drop it on women and children all over the world. So when the shit fall on my family, I just say, even, baby, most of y'all won't be that honest. You send your little punky boys to war to kill folks they don't even know. Especially black folks, so we can get some GI Bill. Anytime you violate the universe, I'm not talking about the church, that universal God to kill people or get killed just so you can go to college and feed your family, oh, what a trip coming for you. See, the good thing about the real God, I ain't talking about the Catholic Church and popes and all that crap. I'm talking about the same God that made the Jews, made the Germans. Same God that made the slaves, made the slave masters. And now every so often the reckoning time comes on its way now.
Amen.
on this way now. That's what's wrong with the weather. And white folks still are, big, powerful white folks still arguing about it. They want to bring me in by getting to my nigger bag. What you think about global warming? Oh, I don't know nothing about no global warming. I'm trying to figure it out myself. But they had that ice out there bigger than mountains. It's melting. I don't know why it's melting, but I know been here. Now they leaving. Polar bears acting crazy. I don't know nothing about that. But something wrong, boss. So that's why I'm trying to get away from you, because I know it's going to get you first. And then we always talk about, what about the children? What about you? Huh? We're the only people in the world, black folk, that look for our children. Anytime these thugs want to go to war and steal minerals, they don't look for children. What about the children? Attention. 12 grandchildren. 1 Gregory. Been married 55 years. Whoa! See that y'all go again? I didn't say I was happy.
Slow your roll. Slow your roll.
Children! We talking about the universe. We ain't talking about the church. 10. And what does that mean? The real God gave me the privilege to produce 10 gods. Because that's what you do. 10 gods. And nobody can tell you somebody. We all got here the same way. My daddy put his penis in my mother's vagina. Just like your dad did. And out came me. Now let's stop it there and reevaluate what happened. That ejaculation came.
Wait, you're in the way.
500 million sperms came out of me. Into you. 500 million. Think about it. And the one responsible for me, like the one responsible for you, outran 500 million sperms and got there first. That's who you are. And for you to let somebody reduce you down to some insignificant nothing.
Oh my God.
Just think about it. Think when I come in tonight and y'all got 5 billion, you got a 500,000 restaurants in town, 500 million, and you're going to take me to the best one. I'm in for a hell of a meal. Well, that's who you are. So that universal God privileged me to create 10 gods. And didn't ask me what color, what school did you go to, how much money you got. Huh? This is my gift to you, that's what it said. And now I got to look in the mirror and think about 10 children. And I never had an affair with my wife to produce another God. I just give me some pussy.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Give me some booty. And now you understand why 79% of all marriages in America end up in divorce. See, like I said, I've been married 50 times, but mine was easy. See, mine didn't have no shit. I got pregnant. And my mother said, no son of mine ever get a girl pregnant and won't marry her. My ignorant was my mom. Happens every day, Mom. The good part about my mother is that she forgot to say you had to stay with her. I just went through the motions. And sometimes I don't know how you women can be so silly. Oh, this love, Joe. Where is it? I don't know. Joe said, I love you, baby. If I can't have you, ain't nobody gonna have you. Sound like something wrong with you. Yeah. So I said to my wife, baby, look, you got pregnant. I got you pregnant. So I married. Love didn't have nothing to do with it. She said, what do you mean? I said, I mean that if you want this to last, I'm going to tell you how to last. It's not about love. Can you be lovable? And I'm safe with you and you're safe with me. It's my business. Made millions and never had a checking account in my life. She handled all of that. Because I know who you are. The strongest two forces in the history of America. Black woman and the black church.
That's right.
You hear me? If you had to clap, it means you didn't know it. $20 million in the bank, and I tell you, you clapped, it means you didn't know it was there. And see, you white folks, you need to listen to black folks. They be saying some stuff. See, the strongest two forces, let me tell you, the only woman on the planet is a black American woman that will take a butter knife and cut your ties down to the ribs. You white folks be out doing yoga and shit. See, we know y'all ain't studying how to take a butter knife. Something inside of you. You don't even get mad. Just ask the nigga who's Melvin. And he went off. He just started humming you too. Drew his bathwater. And when he put his clothes on going to see Melvin, jumped in that car and he's on rims. You did that. Ain't never studied it. Didn't get no help. So brothers, y'all ain't experienced yet. When she asks you who Melba is, you better go rearrange your car. Someone. The civil rights movement, 98% of folks at the forefront had Reverend in front of their name before they had PhD. 68% was women, but that's not reflected. But remember one thing, when the universal God picked you, it leaves no footprints. It don't have to be validated by the New York Times, or the Washington Post, or NBC or CBS. That's what this is about. Someone. So now we have to come together and stop the violations. Leave these children alone. You don't qualify. If my mother and father had blonde hair and blue eyes, and I showed up tonight looking like this, I got some explaining to do, right? Why? Because I'm a reflection of who? My parents. All this stuff that go on, they're a reflection of you. You might not know it. But what did you do so wrong, sister? That a black child that came out your belly is standing on the corner. You 80 years old, got to go to the drugstore and get your medicine, and you have to walk through them niggas that you produced. And there's a universal God saying, anytime you're afraid of something that came out your belly, you better hear what I'm trying to tell you. and don't have whatever it takes to go out there and confront that thug. Huh? He might kill you. Well, sure, it came from you. Why should he kill my mama? Just go out there and say, look, don't tell him he can't sell dope. You ain't the police, but you're not going to sell it on this corner. It's that simple. That simple. Somewhere. This is Black History Month. I tell you youngsters, woo, that's progress. Well, see, it used to be Negro History Week. I mean, y'all know that. We moved from a week to a month. But wouldn't you know when they give us a month, it'd be that month of February when all them days missing?
Cold too.
I love white folks so clever. Groundhog Day. February the 2nd is Groundhog Day. And that means if the groundhog sees what? Shadow. Come on now. What? Shadow. 6 more weeks of winter, right? Let's see, here's what we do. Don't do it now. When you get home tonight, take your pen and piece of paper out and make a month, February, with 28 days. Got that? Now, spring don't come till March 21st, right? Huh?
Right.
Don't you know from February the 2nd to March 21st is 6 weeks? Groundhog ain't got a damn thing to do with it. So y'all got a water shortage out here? It's gonna mess us all up. You know about 86% of most of our vegetables and fruit come from here? Just think about what's fixing to happen. Somewhere. And so again, I say, thank God I was here. Thank God for Dr. King and the movement. Thank God for a white boy named John Brown. Had it not been for John Brown, the world wouldn't be the way it is today. John Brown, my man. He led a raid on Harper's Ferry in Virginia. White boy. With 26 people, 5 black. Then y'all see the movie, can't think of it now. With Jamie Foxx. Right, Django Unchained. It's a real story. Django. In real life, was named Dangerfield Newby. He was the one. He's the first person died at Harper's Ferry. They found a letter. That letter they talked about in the movie, it was in his pocket. Well, I have a problem with that. Because the way them white folks hated folks back then, why would they keep a letter? A love letter. Why would they keep it? And then it dawned on me, they couldn't read or write. They didn't know what that was. That's how a lot of us escaped slavery. Sheriff jumped out, nigga, where you going? You caught your piece, nigga. Oh, yeah, but he freed me. Said, well, nigga, you better have that letter. You know the sheriff couldn't read, you just took any letter. Nigga, you better leave my ass out. Sprung your ass up.
Give me a receipt.